Rowdy Ronda Rousey here, ask me anything. Ronda here. My favorite Pokemon is Mew and I used to moderate a Pokemon forum. I'm an active player on WoW and a mage named Ronda on Tai Chi Panda. I'm on the 3rd Game of Thrones book and will shank a bitch who tries to give shit away about the series cause you watch the show already. Oh, and I'm also the UFC Bantamweight champion and undefeated in MMA. I'm here today to answer your questions with the help of my friends Bobby and Leo.
Before we start, be sure to like and subscribe to be the first to know about new videos. Comment your answer below.
Have you ever had to throw someone who tried to pick a fight with you on the street? Yes. See my first appearance on Jimmy Kimmel. Do you sometimes wish your fights would last a little longer than just a few seconds? No, because the shorter my fights are, the more fights I can have. I only have a finite amount of fight time, and I'd like to fight as long as possible. What's your go-to hype music before a fight? I have complete silence before I walk out before a fight. No talking in the locker room, no music, cell phones on silent. If I hear a ding from you taking a video, you're gonna get your own private rowdy glare. I don't want a lot of things in life, but a rowdy glare just entered my top 5. Good to know, but they're expensive. Who is your favorite Mortal Kombat character? I would always play as Princess Katana, cause in the Sega version you could press down and punch up versus the computer and get to the 5th guy from the top with all flawless victories because the computer wouldn't learn to throw you from the floor until it was almost the end. Ronda should have a character in MK. If she beats you with a flawless victory on the first 30 seconds, her fatality tears your arm off. Hi Ronda. I recently discovered that you had childhood apraxia of speech, CAS, growing up. I'm a new speech therapist and a huge fan. Do you feel as though overcoming CAS helped you become the tenacious fighter we know you are today? Is there any message you'd like to send to kids out there struggling with speech? I'd also love to know what you liked/didn't about speech therapy, and what you wished your speech therapist said or did for you. Thanks so much. I love my speech therapist. I thought she was super cool and I didn't even know I was in speech therapy. I'd like to tell any kid struggling with speech that anything can be overcome with hard work regardless of how insurmountable the odds seem. Shout out to all speech therapists. You're all awesome. And the best thing about my recovery was that I was never allowed to feel interior. Hey Ronda. 2 questions. What achievement in your life are you the most proud of? What is your idea of a great date? 1. Winning my Olympic medal. 2. Doing absolutely nothing. If a guy is lame, he'll have to come up with activities to distract you from his lameness. If he's all kinds of awesome, doing nothing with him would be all kinds of awesome. Favorite male fighter to watch in the UFC? Demetrius Johnson. I think he's the most well-rounded and I feel like I'm watching one of the later episodes of Dragon Ball Z when you only see 1 second of action going on between them disappearing cause they're going so damn fast. I wouldn't be surprised if rocks start levitating around the ring because of all the energy emanating from it. Mighty Mouse vs Dominic Cruz was one of my favorite, and most underappreciated, fights ever. What person, past or present, would you legitimately be scared to fight? That one gnarly giant dude from 300. Only human imagination can create something Ronda Rousey would fear. Individual humans got nothing for her. Hey Ronda, any chance of you going on the Joe Rogan Experience again? Yes. Very soon. It's just my life is crazy sauce, so it's hard to do just fun stuff. Apart from Reddit. If you were to be in a superhero movie, which hero would you play? Thanks for doing this AMA. Well, a lot of the good ones have been taken, but I'd like to vie for Miss Marvel. Hi Ronda, with your exponential increase recently in exposure and recognition, do you worry about the amount of control that the media has over your image? And have you run into circumstances where you felt you were misrepresented or portrayed inaccurately by the media? I accept that I have no control over my image already. So, I try not to let the state of my perception have any effect on my happiness. You can never truly know anyone through only media anyway. If anything, I just try to keep in mind that I'm an entertainer and not a politician or Miss America. If you could fight any historical figure, who would it be? Buffalo Bill. Him destroying the buffalo population of America also destroyed the Native American culture, and coming from Jamestown, ND, which boasts having the largest statue of a buffalo in the world, the plight of the buffalo is quite near and dear to my heart. This is by far the least predictable AMA I've ever seen. What's up, Ronda? Who is your favorite Game of Thrones character from the books, and what would your sigil be if you were a character? I always get super stoked when I see it's a Daenerys, the anti-DNB, chapter, and would get really bummed when I saw it was a Catelyn chapter. But for some reason my heart is always Team Stark. My sigil would be a Mew with Vegeta hair. Hey Ronda. Important question here. How many chicken wings can you eat? At least 60 in one sitting. But there were no bets on the table. I think I could have done more if it really came down to it. Would you ever consider entering WWE after you retire? Definitely. I loved being in WrestleMania and will find a way to get back in the squared circle, I just have no clue when. And any real wrestling fan would want to be surprised anyway. Rowdy vs Lesnar Mania 33 Book IT. Would you rather fight 100 Mewtwo-sized Mews or 1 Mew-sized Mewtwo? 1 Mew-sized Mewtwo, cause everyone knows that even though Mewtwo has better stats than Mew, 100 Mews totally overcome that.
You have been visited by Sad Cat. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to make Sad Cat happy again.